の灯ったみんな英語と欲と未練劇顔雨にぼやけた視界ネオンがなぜる濡れた輪郭何時もにまだ覚めないで時が引き裂く
呆れた顔ってくんない追いつけたと思えばミラージュ何の日のままって触れたい特に脱ぎ捨ててた品格あっという間に起こる間違いへ夜は短く
ガスクランのライターが照らす行き先
ちょっと待ってや俺に家庭があって生活があってやなほっとかんてや俺が嘘つく前に時にまたがったらラテダディダダ今日も花歌街で開いた鍵やなほんと勝手やな確か20年前もこんな始まり方選ばなきゃしないひなとかピナ暗闇かどっちかもっと書いてんもっと立ってん欲張って笑うお前の計画通り溶けていく明日をどうでもいいやこの通りもう止まんねや呆れた顔ってくんない追いつけたと思えばミラージュあの日のままって触れたい特に脱ぎ捨ててた品格あっという間に起こる間違いへ夜は短く
ガスクランのライターが照らす行き先
血が昇ったら始まっちゃう玉食いしてるチパカブラブラブラ日が昇ったら灰になっちゃう棺桶に足してるドラキュラララ血が昇ったら始まっちゃう玉食いしてるチパカブラブラブラ日が昇ったら灰になっちゃう棺桶に足してたとえお前がまだ途中でもその手を振りほどいて待たないやもう会わないさよなら最後にこいつをかき上げたらそしてまたお前の中ペンポ突き立てるやわはら戻るたら平凡なパパ隠す首筋の歯型元気呆れた顔ってくんない追いつけたと思えばミラージュあの日のままって触れたい特に脱ぎ捨ててた品格あっという間に起こる間違いへ夜は短く
ガスクランのライターが照らす
Dumbass motherfucker asked me what could be so what could be so Jesus Christ, I'm dying. Oh, that killed my whole flow. Was something bad must have happened for him to get up this early? Oh, how dare you think I slept? How dare you? It was snowing all through the night. I had to go outside. And you know what? I'm about to pay for that in a couple hours. Because I'm about to be done. I'm about to be sick as a dog. I'm about to be sick as a dog. I'm not gonna lie. Too much time I spent outside today. There was too much time I actually spent outside. Look like your Super Bowl plans are coming to fruition. Watch it. Watch it. Because Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold just got a good ring to it. Because you always like to fucking see the most oddball shit happen. Sam fucking Darnold. Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold. Think about Super Bowl champions. Think about the names. Joe Montana, John Elway, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Brady, Sam Darnold. Something about it, bro. Something about it, bro. Something about it, bro. It's just might be the greatest Super Bowl champion name. Matter of fact, hold on. Did Clinton Dix win I hope Clinton Dix ain't get it. Because, Sam Darnold. Who y'all think gonna win this year? Hey, bruh. Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold. I'm not ready for the Illuminati to get back in power. I'm not. Y'all are so fucking focused. That's the problem with motherfuckers who watch recent sports. You fucking sit there and think the Illuminati is just a team that's currently winning. No, the Chiefs were never the real Illuminati. I told y'all last night, the greatest trick the Illuminati does is making you believe somebody else is the Illuminati. it was always the New England Patriots. And look at them now. Back. They're back in the fucking Super Bowl. They're back in the fucking Super Bowl. And it's disgusting and disturbing. Jump scare. No. It just never stops. It seems like this just never stops, where people are getting on camera, trying their best to look at the recent news and start performing as if they're the greatest architectures known to man when it comes to responding to agents of chaos. Yet they just look like a bunch of dumbasses. And I'm going to give you two examples. One of them being this.
Patrick Henry once said, "Is life so dear or peace so sweet to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery?"
I'm so happy that you're quoting somebody. Quick question though. Why did you decide to put on makeup in order to regale us with your version of what you want to call a direct quote? Like, to me, I look at this and I think to myself, all right, you're trying to make a point, but bro, you look like a fucking dumbass. And I get it. Your TikTok name is Joker of TikTok. And that's probably your shtick, and you probably got multiple videos with you being in this fucking face paint, but you're not Heath Ledger. You don't know why you have those scars. And quite frankly, after you uploaded this, you definitely just scrubbed that shit off and went to go suck on your mama's titty.
Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what path others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
That's cool. What are you going to do to actually achieve that? Are you going to go outside? Are you going to venture out into the wild? And are you going to do anything close to what the character you're ripping off did? I've seen the Joker eat people's skin. I've seen the Joker blow up buildings. I don't think you're going to do that, buddy.
This stands true today, and I don't have to amend a single word. It's happening in your backyard. In
I don't have a backyard. I live in an apartment complex.
our streets. It's happening as they force their way in our front doors. When will you wake up? The time is now. Not tomorrow. Not next week.
Go outside and do it.
Not next election.
Go outside and do it.
Because as far as the Big Orange Man is concerned, there won't be...
Big Orange Man is enacting any fucking rule he wants at the current moment while you're sitting there poorly cosplaying.
another election.
I've seen the smelliest subhumans create the greatest piece of cosplay known to man, and then I gotta stare at this shit. I've seen motherfuckers make makeshift titties to go to an anime convention, and I got this ugly motherfucker with this piss ass paint.
It is the right of the people, nay, the duty, for a well-regulated militia to bring down a tyrannical government.
That's so cool. And, you know, I'm so happy that you have this idea in your mind. The fake Temu Black Panther Party just recently got chewed out by the actual Black Panthers and got a cease and desist letter. And they've had to change their fucking name because you can't go around parading like you're an actual militia, even though you're toting guns and not doing anything, but just standing there looking as hard as you can. So a lot of motherfuckers are too performative to actually have a well-regulated militia. Case in point, the motherfucker on the screen who wants other people to have their well-regulated militia.
They'll all be asking very shortly, why so serious?
Gay is fucking gay.
Anybody know where I can get the remote to an old garage door opener, a two-way transceiver, and a C...
You all get the general point. A motherfucker will sit here and hope other people listen to his words and do it. And do you want to know what actually gets done by people who hear shit like this and they think, oh, I could do it. I could lead a group. I could make some change. They go to Target, essentially bitching at the employees.
Hi. No, because we're not actually going to buy all of this. We just loaded up our carts. We're protesting shop administration. This. Attention, Target shoppers. o'clock now. We're going to walk out as part of the Free America walkout.
America will never know peace if these are the people that see something and they find it in their minds to fucking want to protest. Because what do you mean? What effective protest do you get in your cars? Let's map it out. You get into a meeting with a bunch of people and you're thinking to yourselves, how can we protest and how can we make it effective? Let's go to Target and let's get a bunch of carts and let's stock the carts with shit. And then we go to the cash register, and as what looks to be a tired fucking early 20s or late teenager is just bored out of her mind, wants to go home, probably is on the second hour of her 9 to 5, sees you coming to her, is like, all right, time to get to work, and you bore her with, oh no, we're not checking out, we're using all of this to protest. And now you're gonna hold up a sign with your voice being raised not loud enough to where anybody in the actual store could hear you outside of the disgruntled fucking employee. And you're gonna tell us about what?
We walk away from fascism. We walk towards a free America. We fight for a future that belongs to all of us. Everybody in, nobody out. Everybody should walk out, including the workers.
I, for the life of me, look at this and I think to myself, I don't think anyone else was around. I think that lady tried her best, but she's old, her throat not what it used to be, giggity. And she thought to herself, wow, I made a change. And you know, this is one of them times where I want shit to be AI. I want somebody to just make an AI video of a motherfucker just going about trying to be a hero and it just looks stupid. Because what is this? This leads to this. You don't get this without this. And you would think seeing something like this would embolden, oh, I don't know, a crime. But no, it's just motherfuckers wasting their own time for the fuck of it. You wasted gas. You wasted money. You wasted time. We're going to walk out in free fascism. Is this the only Target in your fucking state? There are more Targets possibly in the area. And they are probably out there working. I'm talking about the workers. They're probably out there fucking trying to make money. Because they don't have a lot of free time like you, Granny. And you know, you're sitting there, you're standing there, and you look all confident. There's only one other person I could dictate based off of reactions if anything's going to happen. And it's the employee. And that employee got the most, I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I just need the paycheck look I done ever seen. And part of me wants to know where this was just so that I could hope to see the clip of Granny standing outside a Target with a sign that says, I can't stand fascism. And her being the only one there. Why? Because a dumbass embolden other dumbasses just to think if I do anything, I'm somehow changing the world. Meanwhile, and I've said this too many times, while you're wasting gas, wasting energy, wasting other people's time, hoping that they join you, ICE is deporting Mexicans. Congratulations, you have wasted your own time and missed the point again. Oh, like, oh God. Are these ICE guys really making like $200K? Probably more, considering they about to get a bonus. They fucked over they fucked over your healthcare to pay them more. Congrats, y'all. Congrats. That realistically, congrats. That's all I can tell you. Congrats. Congratulations. You fucked yourself. Congratulations. It hurts deep inside. It never got better. It really never got better. But you know, people like that sensation. When you create like this mindset of, hey, I'm about to trick y'all motherfuckers in like the funniest way, that's how you get them. Like, that's truly how you get them. You just got to trick them with nice little wordplay. Did y'all see? All right, so look, I don't know how true it is, so now I got to look at it. Because I heard through the grapevine that, whoa, where's my thing? I heard through the old grapevine that this was a thing, but I ain't never really like look at it in full to see. Because if I read this and it ends up being true, I have a fucking problem. Okay, I need to read this in full. Because word on the street is Pam Bondi sent a fucking letter to Tim Walz essentially saying, hey, if you want ICE gone, give us this. State of Minnesota has refused to enforce the law and the consequences are heartbreaking. Americans are watching politicians ignore federal immigration law, criminals attack federal law enforcement, and rioters storm church services. I write to urge a change. In December of 2025, the Department of Homeland Security launched Operation Metro Surge to protect Americans from the dangers presented by unchecked illegal immigration, including violent crime and drug trafficking. Since the beginning of this operation, law enforcement has put themselves in harm's way to arrest dangerous criminals, including members of notorious violent gangs, criminal illegal aliens convicted of homicide, drug trafficking, sexual assault against a child, rape with a weapon, and other horrific crimes are now off the streets because of Operation Metro Surge. Unfortunately, you and the other Minnesota officials have refused to support the men and women risking their lives to protect Americans and uphold the rule of law. Because Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul have chosen to ignore federal immigration law by enacting sanctuary laws and policies, the federal agents led by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and U.S. Customs and Border Protection have operated alone. And politicians in your state are not just refusing to help these agents, they are putting federal agents in danger. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey said, ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you, next fucking page, here. God damn it, I gotta shrink this just so you can fucking see it. God damn it, I don't wanna. You referred to our law enforcement, you referred to our law enforcement as Trump's modern day Gestapo. Minneapolis City Council member Asia Chung-Tai stated that the city must be ready to act as the last line of defense for targeted communities. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison has previously compared ICE enforcement to being under attack by the Nazis. The result of your state's policies and politicians' anti-law enforcement rhetoric are a national tragedy. Violence against ICE officers and agents has increased approximately 1,300%. Vehicular attacks against ICE officers have increased 3,200%. Perhaps most disappointing, the lawlessness caused by these policies has bled into sacred spaces of worship. I've never heard this word before. Parishioners were met by anti-ICE mob last weekend as several dozen individuals stormed city churches in Minneapolis to interrupt worship services and scream in the faces of frightened Christians and their families. The violence against our officers and the violations of religious liberties cannot be allowed to continue. The lawlessness in the streets is matched by the unprecedented financial fraud occurring on your watch, and the out-of-control fraud in your state also implicates election security. It is a tragedy that Americans have lost faith in Minnesota's ability to keep its taxpayers' funds secure and its citizens safe. You and your office must restore rule of law, support ICE, and bring an end to the chaos in Minnesota. Honestly, this reads like a bitch disgruntled and she's not getting her way and she's just pointing out flaws, hoping that it changes somebody's mind. And from what I've seen out of Tim Walz, that's not fucking happening. Seems like that's fucking happening. Fortunately, there are common sense solutions to these problems that I hope we can accomplish together. First, share all of Minnesota's records on Medicaid and food and nutrition service programs, including the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. What? You just, in a letter, you just bitched at this dude because he doesn't support you. Now you want him to do shit. Wait a minute. Wait. Allowing the federal government to efficiently investigate fraud will save Minnesota taxpayers money and ensure that Minnesota's welfare funds are being used to help those in need, not enrich fraudsters. I hope all of this across the board. Second, repeal the sanctuary policies that have led to so much crime and violence in your state. Removing criminal illegal aliens from Minnesota neighborhoods will save lives, and state and local officials should support this goal. All detention facilities in your state should cooperate fully with ICE, honor immigration detainers, and permit ICE to interview detainees in custody to determine immigration status. Hold on. I told you I'm dying. I urge you to reach an agreement with ICE that allows them to remove illegal aliens in custody of Minnesota prisons and jails and avoids pushing these interactions in your streets. So you want them to do something because you think that'll stop protests? No, that really won't work. Third, allow the Civil Rights Division of Department of Justice to access voter rolls to confirm that Minnesota's voter registration practices comply with federal law as authorized by... These motherfuckers are trying to game the system. Is what in the fuck do you need? On a base level, I can understand the sanctuary policies, because it's like, all right, you are trying to do something, but the overarching leader of a state and a city is not allowing you to do it. I can understand that. The fuck you need voter roll access to? What do you need that for? Because I thought, because y'all told me illegal immigrants can't fucking vote. So how the fuck we got here? I don't understand the Medicaid. Well, fuck, the Medicaid would be about all of this fraud that apparently is only happening in one fucking city in one fucking state across all 50 of these motherfuckers. Which, if you believe that, or if you are not fucking saying, what about the fraud about every fucking thing else? I don't necessarily know, like, why this is such a big deal when fraud has been occurring in front of our faces for the longest fucking time. But it's just like I don't understand, like, what you need, like, access to voter rolls for, to confirm that Minnesota's voter registration practices comply with federal law as authorized by the Civil Rights Act of 1960. What specifically about Minnesota has led to this? Fulfilling this common sense request will be better guaranteed free and fair elections and boost confidence in the rule of law. No, it won't. This is a lie. This will not create better trust. They got motherfuckers who have read this whole thing and have said these motherfuckers are only doing this shit so that they can get access to shit, and then they go pull ICE out. Like, this doesn't create trust. All this does is make a motherfucker question why and what forth, and the entire process around it is just so fucking finicky. It's almost embarrassing. Reality just doesn't feel real anymore. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. You just half 98% of the shit you see on your phone don't even fucking affect you. Unless that's one of your friends or family that didn't fucking die, and that's a whole different conversation. I'm confident that these simple steps will bring back law and order to Minnesota and improve the lives of Americans. Well, one of those two things ain't gonna happen. Because right now, you got motherfuckers living in absolute fear if they go outside and protest. We, as American citizens, like being very finicky around trust in the government, because it's very interesting watching people on a dime be like, I can't trust this regime to... Goddamn, I trust everything that they're fucking doing. And yet the whole time, the same group that wanted that Epstein list just magically don't give a fuck about it no more. But again, good job. Good job to the government. You got everybody to stop talking about it. You got everybody worried about dead person there. For like a half a second, we was all talking about fraud. Good job. Good job. I fucking told y'all. I told y'all you didn't listen. The more y'all pushed for this it's y'all fault. The more you pushed for that fucking Epstein list, the worse shit got. So how about y'all just let it go? Cause you ain't no closer than you were yesterday, and nobody going to jail. They outed Bill, and that was the only motherfucker worth a damn that was on the list. And now what? Now what? What do we got? We got nothing. The time has come for the state and local officials in your state to change course. As the chief law enforcement officer in the United States, I am committed to enforcing federal immigration law and keeping every American safe. Minnesota can and should be a partner with this administration. Do not obstruct federal immigration enforcement. Do not allow rioters to take over the streets and houses of worship. Do not hinder federal officials from investigating financial fraud and violations of election laws, whether state and local politicians stand in the way or not. We will work every day to protect Americans and make Minnesota safe again. I request that you join us in the effort. It's really not gonna happen. Like, you can't necessarily bitch somebody out, then be like, hey, even though I just bitched you out, here's how you can make it better for me. Like, at what point, bro? At what point is there like that collective sigh in your minds? Oh, it's fucking embarrassing. Y'all got scammed by a man who said he'd give you the Trump phone. Mm-hmm. Farmers then got fucked over because while that man convinced you motherfuckers that, hey, America first, the nigga made a deal for Argentina beef. And you so-called motherfuckers who want your money, who is listening to this motherfucker con you about what a fuck a tariff is, still hasn't realized that you're paying more because he's fucking tariffed all these places that have made in China on all the shit you own. Then they've responded by tariffing us. And who do you think that's fucked over? Oh, you and me? Crazy. You know who it's fucked over even more? Farmers. Because farmers, they have crops that they sell to other countries. And on top of our resident fucking president having a lot of fucking illegals captured, guess who was working on all those farms? Not Americans. Not Americans. And so when these motherfuckers end up getting caught and deported or going to hiding because they don't want to get caught and deported, you got an entire empty field of crops that one lone motherfucker cannot fucking pick and harvest. He won't be able to make his fucking deadlines. He won't be able to make this fucking shit go to market. He will be sued for all that fucking money he was contracted to fucking bring in. And a farmer is fucked over. But oh my God, the reason your life is so bad is because Enrique lives 4 blocks away from you. Like, it's a lot of shit, brothers. It's a lot of odd shit, brothers. And I'm still stuck on that Argentina beef. But then I gotta remember, like, a month after that, the motherfucker was on national TV saying Americans were untalented. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to the man. He got what he wanted. And now he running for the hills. Perfect. I honestly say perfect. Good job. Perfect. Good job. Wonderful. Kick the undocumented out, then bring in a bunch of them that signed, sealed, and delivered. That way, they could just come in and take money legally. Because, you know, oh my God, these illegals are taking their jobs. But if they go through all the proper shit and then take your job, I guess that's equal. That's crazy. Well, that's crazy. But then again, y'all getting what y'all voted for. Trump's not a politician. He's a businessman. Told y'all motherfuckers, the lone goal of a businessman is to make money for himself. And he will do that the most cost-effective way possible, fucking over the rest of y'all. And he'll trick y'all by thinking that what he's doing will benefit you in the long run while he's being benefited now. You gotta wait for your chance. What happened to the $5,000 stimulus? Why did it get bumped down to $2,000? Where did $3,000 went? I don't know. But hey, bro, congrats. Y'all. Congrats on the Trump phone. Congrats on all this shit, brother. Gay. Congrats on the Trump phone. That greedy motherfucker knows the tariffs are hurting us. Oh, of course he does. But he is the president. It's you motherfuckers that voted for him under the belief that, hey, tariff means that money's coming back to me. No, that means more money's being taken from you. Oh, fuck, bro. Trust the plan? Hey, bro. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Because at the beginning, middle, and end, you're cooked. You're cooked, and you're going to take it. You're going to take it in the ass like you've always done, like we as Americans have always done. Because let's be frank. There's no coming to save them. They ain't got no fucking politician that's gonna fucking save them. There is no motherfucker who's gonna run in and fucking try their hardest to stop what's going on. Like, welcome to the hell that you've definitely fucking created. Happy for you. Sad that that's the life you want to lead. But you voted for it. So whatever good come out of it, congratulations. Whatever good comes out of it, congratulations. Whatever bad, you might want to own up to that, because it is on the populace that voted. It is. If you can't stomach that, well, that's your problem. Why the fuck did Kanye West apologize to the Wall Street Journal? What the fuck? To the black community, which held down the highs and lows of the dogs down, the black community is unquestionably the foundation. Oh my God, Kanye woke up. He about to get his family back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This motherfucker is about to get his fucking family back. Good work, Kanye. Good work. He did what? He apologized to the world. He apologized to the world. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this. But it's just so great. Bipolarism is tough. Bro. Kanye got on a stage with a bulletproof vest on, talking about how he almost killed his daughter. Now we can say that we could go back to saying The College Dropout is the best album. Yeah!
We need to.
I pressed the wrong button. Fuck. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my God, yeah, bro. We gotta check. I think it's a good time to check in on the youth because you know what? We spend too much time talking about how the adults are just muddying the waters for the next generation. We got to make sure that the next generation is very much okay because sometimes you got to worry about how the next generation is seeing things out in the world and how they're perceiving how to deal with their anger. And, you know, sometimes it's good to teach a child the ways in dealing with the consequences of their actions, and sometimes it's about teaching them how to navigate through their own anger because as you get older, you're going to get angry and you're going to want to know how to control it. And there's good ways and there's bad ways. Killing your father over a Nintendo Switch is an absolute bad way of going about your anger.
11-year-old boy faces homicide charges after he allegedly shot and killed his father for taking his Nintendo Switch console.
You just stop. What is it with these younger people and these video games? I'm 26 years old. I'm somebody who grew up with all these different video games and all these different pieces of technology. And, you know, I acted out as a child and I got my phone taken. I got my Wii, GameCube, PS3, PS2, Xbox taken from me, all of that. I ain't never once thought, all right, let me go grab my dad's gun and give him what he's really asking for.
Douglas Dietz was found dead beside his wife Tuesday in their Perry County, Pennsylvania home. Troopers at the scene also said they heard the child tell his mother, "I killed Daddy."
Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. Because as a mom, how the fuck do you respond to this? You probably just sitting or you probably coming home. And you like, you probably had it in your mind while you was at work. Today's going to be a family day. I'm going to spend time with my family. We're going to sit by the campfire and sing our campfire song. And then you walk through the front door. Your son got a blood stain on his chest. And he just look at you like, I killed Daddy. What?
State police say the boy's Nintendo Switch console was locked in the family's gun safe. The boy was able to get inside the safe where he also found the unloaded firearm. And according to documents, the child said he was blinded by rage when he loaded the gun and he pulled the trigger.
She was asleep, and it happened when they was both asleep. I can't. Did they mention that just now? Or did I miss that?
His Nintendo Switch console was locked in the family's gun safe. The boy was able to get inside the safe where he beside his wife Tuesday. Console. Douglas Dietz was found dead beside his wife Tuesday in their Perry County, Pennsylvania home. Troopers at the scene also said they heard the child tell his mother, "I killed Daddy."
What? All right, so scratch the coming home from work. Shorty just took a nap. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go get some shut eye. Bang! Bitch probably jerked up. It was like, what is that? Then you see the kid just like standing over the fucking dad, like, I killed Daddy. Huh? What? What you mean? Huh? What? You did, huh? Fucking hell, you did what? Also, I may or may not be playing Dead by Daylight while doing this.
State police say the boy's Nintendo Switch console was locked in the family's gun safe. The boy was able to get inside the safe where he also found the unloaded firearm. And according to documents, the child said he was blinded by rage when he loaded the gun and he pulled the trigger.
An 11-year-old has been charged with criminal homicide after he fatally shot his father while he was sleeping in bed. On January 13th, 2026, just after 3 o'clock in the morning, police were called to a home.
This is the longest fucking January ever, bro. Top of all this shit going on outside, you my motherfuckers just blasting they fucking dads inside. Jeez. Gee, is there no semblance of shame? Do niggas not have no semblance of shame? Have a good stream. Oh, I'm so glad that I could desensitize you on your way out. Now, before you sit there and lay down with a man or be on top of a woman and you either nut in or get nutted in to create life, you know, maybe in the back of your mind, you're going to think, what if my child kills me? What if my child kills my spouse? And if that little motherfucker looks over at me and is like, I killed daddy, I killed mommy, what will my reaction be? Will I shit on myself? Chances are very high. Will I try to kill the child? Chances are very high. Will I fuck a corpse? Chances are very low. It's all a matter of what you are willing to think about in the moment. It's just the most, it's the cartoonish, don't say to me. It's the most cartoonish fucking shit. This 1 month is just one long fucking car ride through hell. That's all it is. That's all it ever truly is. It's just one long car ride through hell. Ain't nothing good, ain't nothing bad. It's just a car ride through hell. And we all sitting there enjoying it. You know why? Because we're sycophants. We're sycophants dedicated to sycophants and loving every moment of it and seeing every moment of hostility and just Leon stole my Nintendo Switch 2. Gonna have to fuck me to get it back. There you go. Hell, I'm going to hell. I'm an honest man with an honest plan. How's it going? I'm frozen inside my house. Well, you missed us talking about a dead kid. Or not a dead kid, a dead father. His son killed him. Yep. So just remember, the redhead streamer, before you lay down with a man or a woman and you get nutted in or nut in, remember, you that fucking offspring you make may kill you because you took his Nintendo Switch. You took his Nintendo Switch and he killed you. You got that demon smile? No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? That's oh, never mind. Now I'm really getting, never mind. The real question is, was it a Nintendo Switch? Or was it a Nintendo Switch 2? It's all important questions to ask when figuring out how you navigate around a dead body. Because if you can't properly navigate around a dead body, what do you have? Well, honestly, you have nothing. You have an inability to see the truth for what it is and how it should be discriminated against. Because if you don't have the truth, what do you have? These kids are cooked. Are they? Are they really cooked? How much you want to bet he's never been told no? Strong possibility. Wrong possibility, brothers. Wrong possibility. Buddy has not been told no. Or if he has been told no, fucking parents ain't really create no fucking consequence enough to really sink it in that, hey, buddy, you're not gonna get your way here. I feel like that's the key. I feel like that underline is the fucking key that sets a lot of people in their own misfortune, you know? And this is the sick part. The mother probably still loves her son. A mother has lost her son and her husband. One to the grave, the other to jail. Is Jack Dorothy still inviting you to streams? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. I wish I had an idea. But again, do you know how sad it is for you to fucking, in your backyardigan ass time, think, all right, let me set up some bots to a guy who averages 1 viewer on Kick. Kid only gonna be in for 20 years. I'd argue he should be there for life. Or y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. You take a life unjust, you get your life took. Y'all know me. It don't change. The age don't change. You could be a 1 month old. You knock that fucking glass on your mama head, she bleed out. Chair. You deserve nothing but the fucking chair. You little rat bastard. I want to learn about the cult of conservative Christianity. Because when I saw this video title, I was like, oh, wait. I've been talking shit about this little gimmick going on for the longest time. Watch them get community service? No. Honestly, I can't say no, because any other fucking time, justice system didn't let me down. Fuck. Who knows? Maybe they just put him in a padded room and then just let him sit there until he fucking dies. Like, who knows? Who fucking knows? I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all. I don't think I have the energy to watch this. I was just starting this video. I don't think necessarily. You know what? Fuck it. We let it rip. We let it rip for the plot.
When I was a kid, I would go to a summer camp every year called Camp Windshape, which was a Christian summer camp program founded by the same people behind Chick-fil-A. It's like a 2-week thing, so you're staying overnight with a whole bunch of other guys.
I don't think I wanted to see a picture of a young kid.
There's also a girls' camp, but you're separated, and then you come together for like one day to do a dance or a relay or something like that. I don't really remember. It was like a mixture of faith-based teaching with like sports and games, and it was fun. It was a summer camp, but you basically had to go to church every morning and evening, which I didn't mind. Really, I really just sat through it to get through all the games. And of course, there were good teachings. Every now and then, we dress up as Native Americans, and they do this thing called Council Ring, where we sing songs. and looking back at it, it was interesting. I don't want to say they did this to be racist, but it's definitely, insensitive. And they have, of course, stopped doing this. I think there are pictures of me dressed in...
Racist black child, do you not understand how you have disrespected the Indian culture with your Pittsburgh Steeler colors? The fuck do you have on, good sir?
And I didn't really think too much of it as a kid. I had fun. So around 2014, I was there for my summer session, and I had a question for my counselor. During this time, the U.S. was bombing Syria as justified strikes against ISIS. And this was a point in my life as a young man where I began seeing the effects of war. And this wasn't like movies. This was real life. I was seeing on the news and online pictures of dead children. As a kid, I felt bad. This was very depressing. So during that session of my summer camp,
this is worse than a kid doing blackface at the Kansas City, right? Because you're going to Christian camp, being told blah, 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 like you're doing the Red Man House shit at a fucking thing. You're doing the fucking. How does the Red Man? I still hope. I think they removed that from the movie, or at least changed it. I really do. I think they removed that shit from the movie. Like, how does the Red Man howl? Like, I think that's gone from that fucking movie. Because didn't somebody like make a big stink about that shit being disrespectful? And wasn't that like around the same time frame of them being mad at the Washington Redskins for having the name Redskins? Didn't Trump I could be wrong about this and I'll accept it. Didn't Trump try to campaign for the fucking Redskins name to come back? Like,
I pulled my counselor aside and I asked him, hey, counselor, there's children, kids the same age as me that are being killed, dying in this part of the world. And from what I see, a lot of them are not Christian. Most of them are Muslim. I know our faith says that those who do not believe will go to hell. But what happens to these kids when they die? And some of them probably didn't
they get reincarnated as an ISIS flag or an ISIS toilet, buddy.
even know what Christianity was. They're not Christians. What happens to them when they die? And he looked at me and I felt like he was disappointed to say, well, they go to hell. And that probably wasn't the best answer that he could have gave me. But in retrospect, these counselors were kids. I mean, technically, they were in college. But, like as a kid, I was like, well, that makes sense.
You're being taught. Wait a minute. You're being taught Christianity by wet behind the ears 19 to 20-year-olds? Hello? You're not learning anything yet. While you're sitting there being taught by them, they fucking each other in the fucking camp counselor cabin. Like,
but that's always been something that I've always thought about in the back of my mind. And yeah. Now, this video isn't about personal faith or spiritual beliefs. I want to analyze what happens when Christian identity becomes a political weapon. Because despite the counselor telling me this, somebody told him this when he was a kid probably. And somebody told them that. And I feel like that's just the wrong way to look at things. However, make no mistake, many Christians themselves reject the nationalist, bigoted politics that we're about to examine.
Texas, I'm officially filed to become your next congresswoman.
Who let this whore have any screen time in this pretend fucking I want to be conservative world you motherfuckers cosplay in? These strumpets belong in the kitchen serving a man, not trying to run my country, because y'all told me that when women lead, shit goes south. So, excuse me, I don't approve of seeing such a thing.
The choice is yours. Vote for me so we can kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas. Save your...
Ma'am, you don't look like you are of this country. You look like you need your green card check.
We need to kill him. We need to get him out of here. He's unstable.
Like, I'm just saying, you don't have that fucking that USA accent. You got that. I'm never mind. Never mind. Joke flies too close to the sun. Never mind. Never mind.
Our daughters from getting raped by Mohammed and protect our soldiers from getting murdered.
Oh my God. Wait, this is another thing. Can y'all stop pretending like insert group here is the only group that does a crime? Like, I get that y'all was on this kink last year that Somalians were eating y'all fucking cats and dogs, and y'all found no evidence of that, and y'all just casually moved on from that fucking subject matter and never really had a fucking point to prove about that. You just believed some fucking fanfare. You didn't really investigate shit, and the 4 fucking times you ended up seeing something that maybe had you fucking wonder it wasn't even true. A dumb bitch lost her fucking cat. You had an unverified fucking claim that cats were fucking being cooked on a grill, and your only fucking reason to back it was that animals smelled the food and walked towards it, as if it wasn't fucking possible for animals to smell food and want to know what the fuck it is. Oh, and that one where a woman is handcuffed for fucking eating a cat, that wasn't a Somalian, that was a dirty fucking American citizen. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? When the fuck we deporting these whites for the schools that they didn't shut up? Oh, but they're trans. They were white first. They were white, fresh out the puss, before they ever said, I'm not binary. And that's a fact. I got more hoes, more really than these niggas. And that's a fact. Yeah, the fact that I didn't go to sleep is catching up to me.
In broad daylight.
Go back. That's the APAC building right there. White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn out children.
Wait. Please tell me this is not him. Please tell me that this is not Jake Lang at that fucking protest that ended up with him running for his life and getting saved by a transgender. Please.
You're a bunch of nigger lovers.
Whoa. Time. That woke me up. Time. Hey. Any semblance of censorship, good sir? You don't want to censor a fucking thing? Like, bro, I'm trying to react to your video. Bombshell. Just threw that out. Bombshell. Couldn't let a motherfucker breathe on that one. Like, I just had to feel that. I just had to get a taste of that. That all Diddy. It's like, bro, fuck. Like, fuck. That's off the muscle.
I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
This is still the dumbest fuck. And the reason it's dumb, it's like how my dumbass partners have interpreted it. Like, oh, I'm going to be afraid when I see like a black pilot. And it's like, dumbass. The way you're saying this, you have it in your mind that they just plucked a random nigga off the street and told him fly a plane. Honestly, if you see me on the controls of a plane, you should be concerned. You're gonna die. But a motherfucker who's gone through the process of learning aviation to fly and land a plane safely, you will be perfectly fine. And yet, for some reason, motherfuckers are shocked when they get called racist for saying this or agreeing with it. And I despise that I have all these fucking people in my life that seemingly don't get it because they've convinced themselves if it's not a white person, time to be worried you're gonna die. When I need to remind all of you that you should have that fear for everybody. Do I need to remind you all of the white woman who raped a child and blamed it on her weight loss? Why you not shaking in your boots about that? Last I checked, 9/11, who the fuck were the pilots? White people. But you couldn't protect yourself in that fucking cockpit? That's how stupid these fucking arguments now become, because after that dude in Minneapolis got shot, it's, well, it wouldn't have happened to him if he didn't show up. The motherfucker you see on the screen would still be alive if he didn't go to Utah. You see how you see how dumb this about to get? And if you say no to what I just asked you, George Floyd would be alive if he didn't go outside and go to a gas station. Ashley Babbitt would still be alive if she didn't go to the fucking Capitol building on January 6th. Jake Lang would be recovering from a fucking knife wound to the fucking back of his head if he didn't go out there. Fuck it. Trayvon Martin would still be alive if he didn't walk at night. See how stupid I sound? And your response to me should be, well, Leon, what the fuck? You just want everybody to stay in your house? Or not my house. Oh, no. You want everybody to stay in their house? And a dumbass will be like, well, fuck, you'd still be alive. And then your response should be, oh, well, what about motherfuckers who break into people's homes? And, if you're somebody who spews something stupid and then they respond with that, you'll be like, oh, well, damn. You got a point there. Or you could continue the stupid by saying something along the lines of, well, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't live there. Like, what are we doing? We're trying so hard to just like say something to get everybody to move on to the next thing, not realizing that the shit y'all saying counter fucking productive. We'll have a motherfucker turn back and say, wait a minute, That don't correlate. That don't make sense. And that's not on standard with anything. That's not on standard with a fucking thing. But because inconsistency is rather key for some people, it's easier to just try to have some nice quip and then move on to the next thing. And that's why we're in the fuck state we're in right now.
Replacement strategy, which
I can't stay in your house. Destiny. Destiny. Let me tell you where you could fucking stay. You could stay in the fucking back alley getting hunted by monsters. Like them on the screen. Or you could be where he is.
well underway every single day on our southern border is a strategy to replace white rural America with something.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because it was fucking snowing. I do have pictures of me in the snow this year. The problem is you're not gonna see them. The reason you're not gonna see them is because it'll give away where I live. If you swap to Huntress, maybe I'll let myself get hunted. Oh my god. Lewd.
I am opposed to tolerance. Tolerance is not a Christian virtue. And love, in the Christian sense, is very different from the kind of love that people talk about. But when he saw things that he didn't like, he literally cracked the whip. He brought the whip out. And that is what he wanted us to be, which is strong and assertive Christians, and to hate evil and to love goodness. And, this is not a country that does that. This is a country that is in love and infatuated with evil and hates, frankly, goodness.
Everybody in this vehicle is a British cigarette. And if you can't hear it, that's the sound of pussy just drying up. It's the sound of pussy just drying up. I watched my good buddy Morrow's recent video. And y'all want to know what Morrow said in that video that just made my eye twitch? It was about that fucking Anita Sarkeesian Pearly debate. And Anita, or Anna, whatever fuck her name, Anna was like, oh, well, I don't want kids. And this nigga Morrow said, well, that's the left in her. And I just rolled my fucking eyes, because what the fuck is left about not wanting kids? We have allowed politics to just seep into everything, because what in the blue fuck do you mean not wanting kids? What do you mean? There is nothing left about not wanting kids. Being pregnant is a fucking hassle on the body of a woman, and there are women who are left-leaning that make the choice to have children. Like, I don't necessarily understand how anybody could just sit there and insinuate that something is specifically left. So you mean to tell me my fucking parents, who have voted Democrat since before I was born, they're conservatives now because they fucked to make me? That's some of the dumbest fucking and I fucking sat there. And I'm just like, what am I hearing? And then I think somebody addressed it in the fucking comments. Now I gotta see, because ain't no fucking way.
Pearl.
Ain't no fucking way, guy. Don't add this shit to a fucking queue. I don't need it in a fucking queue. Fuck. Where is it? Why are you apologizing? No, soft voice. You said, you're right here. Right here. You said something about Anna showing the left in her when she said she doesn't want kids. What's wrong with deciding you don't want to have kids? Is that some sort of cardinal sin or something? The answer is no. The answer is no. no, just mothers are more important in society than single women with no children. You don't serve a real purpose other than paying taxes. It's like being a super weak man. We're good on that. So you're worthless to society if you don't pop out a random kid. And then what if that little nigga become a fucking serial killer? I think you'd be even worse in society. Like, what? But what are we talking about? Even though the Lord tells us to be fruitful and multiply, it isn't a sin to not want children. I just found it ironic that after I said she sounded more conservative than Pearl when defending marriage, she then turned around and said she doesn't want children, something conservatives typically advocate for. We gotta be so fucking for real. You can't just say that and not add the rest. These motherfuckers just want children and don't want to do anything to provide from them. Like, then you motherfuckers will sit here and be like, oh well, pick yourself up by the. You can't do that if the boots keep going up in price. And then having a child is not a free willing thing. It costs money. It costs money to have children. And if you ain't got enough of it, that child might die or go without the fucking basic necessities. And here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. Ugly bitch right here. Ugly bitch right here spends her time demonizing women like this who are happy not having children. Ugly bitch right here can't hold a fucking point to anything that she states. When you watch this fucking debate, it's a dumb bitch who spent so much time in the comfort of her own hug box being challenged and not knowing how to fucking respond. This is not an advocate for men or women. This is a dumb fuck. That this woman is a dumb fuck. Do you realize that I had to really convince Moral that red pill men and women are dumb fucks? 2 years ago, Moral thought that Fresh and Fit were giving good takes for men. When? None of their takes are original or profound. Go to the gym? What? They got several cartoons showing that, oh, you go to the gym, you get muscle. Believe in yourself? Which Disney movie do you want that I can perfectly prove that point? Give me money so that I can show you how to be an alpha male? Oh, well, you're still poor and they got rich off your money. There's something else in this video because I watched the whole thing. Apparently Moral was talking to one of her partners about marriage. And Buddy was not a fan of it. Buddy's not a fan of marriage. Buddy was not a fan of marriage. And I'm listening to how Moral is describing this nigga and I'm thinking, wow, what a loser who's just seen nothing but negative. Because you've allowed dumbasses like the bitch on the right to convince you that if you meet a woman, you're going to run the risk of either being happy or the most miserable fuck on the planet. And I'm sorry, but if that's how your look on relationships is, I don't really want to hear your opinion. Go be alone. I hope you're happy, but don't bring that shit here. Because me, I'm speaking for me. Boy, being in love is a beautiful thing. And being so in love that you risk one of your ACLs to ask for a hand in marriage, that just sounds fucking beautiful. And if Moral made a good fucking point, if it ain't strengthened or guided by or through Christ, then it'll probably be doomed to fail. And hearing her say that make me think if I were to get married, I would want it to be something that's guided through Christ. Now, if I end up with somebody that somehow end up fucking a kid, well, maybe I need something a little bit stronger that is guided through Christ. I didn't know she needed to give it. Yes. And do you know why? It's because people hear something that like makes their brain click once. And they're like, oh, wow, how profound. Not recognizing how destructive this shit is. Do you realize that the shit Fresh and Fit say is a backhand? Hold on. It's a backhand to this woman. Like, if you're a woman and you watch Fresh and Fit and you agree with what they're saying, you're allowing yourself to be called every fucking thing under the sun except a human. Them niggas look at women as nothing but property, pussy, waste of time, and evil. And I'm sorry, but no, that's not how I'm going to see all women. Now, they got some hoes out there. They got some unadulterated hoes out there. That's a fact. Not the one on the screen, though. And I ain't even saying that just because that's my partner. It's like this loser mentality that went on for too long that got a bunch of motherfuckers thinking like women are nothing but the devil. And then to capitalize out there, you got strumpets like this who don't practice what they preach. This is apparently a bitch who want to see feminists cut the bullshit and be married and I guess fix their fucking lives and all this shit. No one's fucking her. And when they do, they regret it. Ain't nobody even nutted in the bitch. This woman can't get a ring. This bitch can barely get a date. Y'all ever seen that episode of American Dad where Steve finally fucked and it's this ogre bitch that walk in the room? Ding, 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 ding. I found the ogre. I found the live action rendition. Like nobody's touching it. And yet motherfuckers will hear that, oh, thank you, Pearl. Thank you, Pearl, for letting me feel sanguine. Thank you, Pearl. And yet, you niggas still got no pussy. And you sitting there wondering when's the day you're gonna get touched. When's the day you're gonna meet somebody that'll actually care about you in a loving manner. Because you spend all your fucking time alone and inside and not doing shit. And then you wonder why life passed you by and all your partners happy as fuck while you sitting there trying to demean their relationships because you bored. I saw a video of a bitch mad that her friend dropped her because she sat there and bitched about her husband. Not the wife bitching about her husband, the friend bitching about her husband. Because in her eyes, he's not doing enough for her. And the wife heard that shit and was like, bitch, I don't want to associate with you. And that right there is my point. Let me tell you something, bruh. You will end up, I'm so glad I'm saying all this shit while I'm like delirious as fuck, operating off no sleep. You consume the shit burped out by this bitch and by these losers. 10 years, you gonna wonder why the fuck nobody around you. You gonna be wondering, and you gonna try to blame it on everybody else. You gonna try to sit there and make it seem like, oh, nobody understands you. No, you're just the dumb fuck nobody wanted to be around because you refuse to improve your life. I don't give a fuck if you're younger than me or older than me. You will die alone. I don't give a fuck how much y'all want to pretend like y'all hard. You the baddest bitch. You the realest nigga. You motherfuckers want to be in love. You want to feel that type of connection. It's in you somewhere. I feel so sorry for you that the one moment when you thought you had it, it didn't work out. But if you let that be the rest of your life, man, you sad motherfucker. Let me give y'all an example. Me. Do you possibly think that after 26 years, I haven't fucked up a relationship, please, nigga. My lack of ability to communicate, ironic given what I'm doing right now, and my lack of emotional intelligence has allowed me to fuck up friendships, romantic relationships. That's on me. And while I regret it, it happened. And the best I could do is check myself. It took a little bit of time. I won't lie. Took a little bit of time. The best I could fucking do. Improve my life. Improve where I fucking suck at. And then be better so that hopefully when the time comes for your boy and y'all just, one day randomly see that fucking ring on the finger, all you can do is congratulate me, because I probably wouldn't even tell you. But this shit pathetic, bruh. But yes, I had to, and fuck these bots that are on Kick. You know what? That's like I'm itching to just like not stream on Kick primarily because of these fucking bots. Like that's primarily the fucking reason. Like I stomach through it because I just like, I don't give a fuck. I've enjoyed because I've gotten followers off of this shit. I've gotten a few people's retention on Kick. You know what? Good work by me. But fuck, bruh. These bots are annoying. Jack Dorothy again. No, it's just like, it's usually what you get when you only have like one viewer. It's usually what you get. But I'll tell you, bro, when I'm up and popping on Kick, don't hate. Just fucking be like, yeah. Just fucking be like, yeah. Because that's all it is. It's like, a nigga can't not just be so fucking for real with y'all about this shit. Like, hearing these motherfuckers talk, it's like just listening to how lonely a motherfucker gonna end up being. I've been married longer than Leon's been alive. Fuck, you're old. But I genuinely hope through all the ups and downs of your fucking relationship, you've been happy and your spouse has been happy. Like, cause that's the hallmark of some real shit. And you know what's crazy? I don't think I ever said this shit to Moral. But when she fucking was talking positive about Fresh and Fit, I just thought to myself, I don't think I said this to Moral, and if I did, I might have been stepping out of fucking line. It's like, don't you have a married mother and father? Why the fuck are you listening to motherfuckers who don't have successful relationships when you live with a successful relationship? Now, maybe they may not be the best judge of fucking character, or maybe they may not understand the differences of how they grew up versus how it is now. Like, maybe. But if you come from a circumstance where you have a successful fucking marriage walking distance from you, why are you consuming and even considering the verbiage coming out of motherfuckers' mouths who have to perform for the camera to remain relevant as best as they can, spouting shit that they don't even fucking follow, or this clown ass shit? Like, ridiculous.
This is not an attack on Christianity or spirituality. I want to talk about particular state-backed political ideology that uses Christian symbols and language to demand dominance.
It's about the forces of evil versus the people of Jesus Christ.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. Am I the Lord's strongest soldier? No. Am I trying to be better? Yes. Do I fuck up? Yes. Oh my God. none of these people, not one motherfucker I've seen who promotes the Bible practices what they proclaim to preach. And all I got to do is look at one thing. Thou shalt not judge. And that's all we all do. We all do it.
Christ is king, 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 Christ is king.
I can't make my mind up. Here's the thing about Nick. He's a dork that has convinced people he's dangerous when he just sits in his fucking room all day being afraid of women. He's a dork that has convinced you somehow he's dangerous when all you got to do is flick your finger and he'll probably die. Like, again, do I need to bring it up? I'll bring it up for the sake of why it matters. The reason why many of these individuals feel as comfortable as they do is because they're in their own safe space. Yet, when you pull them out of their said safe spaces, they're childish, little, scared British cigarettes. Because when they're in uncharted territory, they are not as big and bad as they were when they're by themselves or at home. You know, it's impossible.
To hear his name in American politics.
I want to dissect how, in the United States, Christianity is often weaponized as a tool of political power or racism, a way to claim moral authority, rally followers, and mask brutal policies behind this sacred facade. I want to make one thing clear. I don't think America has a Christianity problem. Christianity is not the problem. America has a power problem that has co-opted Christianity and wears it as a disguise.
You mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book, and you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favorite Bible verses are.
Well, I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible...
Wasn't this nigga selling a Trump Bible? Oh, what a time. What a fucking time to be alive. What a time to be alive for this shit.
It's very personal, so I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into...
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite?
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse?
No, I don't want to do that.
Old Testament guy or New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible... The whole Bible is an incredible...
So how did personal faith become part of this political machine that we see today? To understand Christian nationalism, we have to examine Christianity in America, how it evolved from belief system into social infrastructure.
I'm being trained with thousands of others here at Campus Crusade as a part of a Great Commission Army to go out and spread the claims of Jesus Christ to the entire world.
At Campus Crusade for Christ, we recognize that aggressive Christianity is the only answer. We are training youth in this battle between the forces of God and the forces of anti-God to be revolutionaries for Jesus Christ.
When Martin Luther Kuhn is out in the streets agitating, why I agitate back. And the uniform is very good for agitating. For appearing before a hearing, it's a mental battle of wits, not a battle of agitation.
We can have our country once again free. We can have it once again white. We can have it once again Christian. And above all, ladies and gentlemen, we can have it once again a Christian American republic with a wholesome atmosphere that every American can be proud of. I thank you all very much.
Well, this game affects the most intelligent of our children. And the pieces include white witches, wizards, necromancers, the clerics, that type of thing. It includes evil wizards. It's a white versus black witchcraft. The good versus evil is white versus black witchcraft. I mean, the gruesomeness of this game and the occult link to it.
Well, I know that when I did my message, and this has happened, I have letter after letter where people took the pieces. Now, there's sixes involved in the pieces of the game, but they take the pieces of the game, they would throw them in the incinerator or the fireplace, and screams would come out because there seemed to be some kind of spiritual forces inhabiting those pieces, and children would drop out of life. They didn't want to study anymore.
And you do have people in the days since Charlie's killing. We've seen exactly why our country so dearly needed his example. We've watched legions of far-left radicals resort to desperate acts of violence and terror because they know that their ideas and arguments are persuading no one. They know that they're failing. They have the devil's ideology.
Now, in theory, Christianity is about personal belief, salvation, and moral teachings. But in practice, especially in the U.S., it is long doubled as a system of social order.
In this day, as in ancient time, there are some who have not been given the privilege at this point of holding the priesthood of the church. Among those who do not have this privilege are those of African Negro ancestry.
The term priesthood requires some definition because this church has no professional clergy. Religious leaders are laymen, all males. At age 12, they are eligible for membership in the priesthood. Joining the priesthood is more important for Mormon boys than a christening for Catholics or a bar mitzvah for Jews. Young priesthood members serve communion, and only priesthood members can advance to positions of higher religious leadership. You cannot be a woman or a so-called Negro.
From the earliest days of European colonization, religion and governance were entangled. Puritans in New England enforced biblical law as civil law. Southern colonies used Christian justifications for enslaving Africans and subjugating Native.
Has there been satanic panic recently? I'm gonna go with no. I think recently everything's just been business as usual. Like, oh my God, we're gonna die, or oh my God, we're gonna die, or oh my God, we're gonna die. Like, it's really not been a lot of satanic panic.
Americans. The logic was that they were saving souls, even as they chained people up. In the 19th century, pro-slavery preachers routinely quoted scripture to argue that God ordained racial hierarchy. They preached that Africans were descended from the biblical Ham and cursed to servitude, or that slavery was a part of the natural order that God intended. Make no mistake, Christianity did not invent racism. It just gave.
He is a fucking British cigarette. Didn't he say something recently? I'm about to segue myself out of caring about this fucking video, because It just what the hell is this? What is this?
Okay, look, Buried City in the library said we'd just go in and out, right?
Oh, it's never just in and out with you lot.
Always ready for action, right?
But someone's still got the drop on you.
Look, we thought there was no way it could be just one raider.
Go on.
Looks like he was always one step ahead of us.
More guns don't always win.
Not if he runs away, they don't.
Wouldn't have got very far.
What do you mean?
Ice melts. We adapt.
Thing is, he was probably hunting for sport. And how do you adapt to someone like that?
What the fuck? I need to get in on this. This should be good. This shall be good. This shall be great. This shall be good, yes. Oh, yes. This shall be great. This shall be good. Amaze. I've completely sidetracked myself. Good work. I've done good. I didn't think I would. What the fuck is this?
Will it go off again? Will it release? Let's see. That's 3 in a row. Let me take the screw out.
What's the premise of Arc Raiders? Go in and loot. That's really it. The premise of Arc Raiders is very simple. Get the fuck in there and loot. Take down the fucking matriarch, loot its body, and leave. And unless you got a gun that can handle fucking fighting, I suggest you don't try to go at it with no fucking player. If you have a rattler, give it up.
Number 4.
Might as well sell your ass on the street.
Let me show you. Fully functioning striker safety. All right. Should we do it with the magazine again? Let's put the magazine back in, and then we'll try the last one with the magazine out. Handy dandy trigger input tool. We are going to try to, dang, sorry about that. I'm trying to get over a sinus thing and a cough. We're going to try to simulate All right, here we go. Again, we are roughly, as we saw on the tabletop, I'm guessing we're roughly 1 millimeter to less than 1 millimeter of engagement on that trigger. And let's see if we can get it to go off again.
Oh my. I like if it comes out that faulty ass gun discharged and that was the shot that made them open season on him, that makes this worse. You know what's crazy? The spin on that's gonna go from he shouldn't have brought a gun to why did he buy a gun that's not properly safe? Oh Oh my. It's gonna be a day if that comes out. It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be the longest day possible if that ends up being the case. And you know what? Fuck it, bro. Fuck it, bro. American dream. B6 hours be, oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all want to see a cartoon? Y'all want to see a cartoon? Y'all want to see like what I believe to be poorly edited cartoon? Get some help. Bitch, get some milk. Have you started Free Run? I definitely started Free Run. Have I started season 2? The answer is no. Oh my god. What did I walk into? What a time to be alive. Remember when I said like people will do their damnedest to just like perform? My friend Alex Preddy was murdered. He was a good, kind, brave man. I wish you all had known him. My Venmo is at KateMC1. Any donations will buy coffee, our shared favorite, or food for our staff. This is the shit I'm talking about, bro. Like this is why in the grand scheme, that motherfucker not gonna matter in a month. In a month, he won't fucking matter, bro. In a month. What's this bitch named Caitlin McLean? Like, in what sense does it make to tweet this, knowing the wider apparatus will see that and be like, what the fuck? My friend died. Give me money. 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 You know what's crazy? Oh, there's been no tweets since then. It's been 2 days. It's been 2. Our friend Charlie. Okay, buddy. Okay, whatever. Okay. Charlie wouldn't be dead if he didn't go to Utah. Much like our buddy wouldn't be dead if he didn't go to the protest. Okay? What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is this? What are we doing with Candace?
The chairman of Turning Point USA to answer. Okay? If you can't compartmentalize, then I don't see how you're going to.
What? That's compartmentalized. Like what word did you just say?
If you can't compartmentalize.
Nigga? That's not how you say that. That's not what?
Then I don't see how you're going to be able to. We don't like them. We don't agree with the industries they went into. All of that can be true, but you have to be able to compartmentalize that when you are looking at a case.
What? This is compartmentalized. Like, what? Huh? What the fuck? Bitch.
Since long before this ever broke out between her and Justin Baldoni, that we have to compartmentalize. Blake Lively is. This is an illiterate person. Kind of read books. I'm just fascinated with learning real history because I think that truth is kind of, what actually has happened, the events of our world, is obviously, as the expression goes, way stranger in fiction. To do it again posthumously, Charlie Kirk, the founder of TPUSA, will be posthumously honored a posthumous award. They've decided posthumously, cordially accepted those posthumous terms. SCIF, which stands for a sensitive, compartmented. If you can't compartmentalize, and a CEO and a chairman has to compartmentalize. The IDF even dropped napalm 12 and a half miles off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula. Is that correct when you arrive into the Sinai Peninsula?
Sinai.
Illiterate.
This y'all fault. Y'all motherfuckers wanted to promote a woman who sounded smart enough. This y'all fault. All you had to do was just ignore the bitch. If you ignore the bitch, you wouldn't have this problem. If you'd have just said, you know what? We don't want women here. Could have kept your all male fucking political room and it would have been fine. It would have been acceptable. But no, y'all just wanted to add voices. Leon, question, when you buy new underwear, do you wash it before using them? I'm told I'm weird for doing that. First of all, you're a woman. All you got to do is put the right type of eyeliner on and you'll be called sexy for doing it. You are not weird for washing things before you put them on, whether they're new or a hand-me-down.
Person in Portland, Oregon. The Hamptons debacle came out. Hamptons, okay? Remember that whole debacle?
Debacle? Bitch can't say debacle. This bitch can't say debacle.
We knew a kerfluffle happened as this dress kerfluffle causes this whole race kerfluffle. Ways that you can honor Charlie. Stop telling us that it has to always be Miss Macabre, like retired Green Beret, allegedly a heart attack. Normal passion, not this like chat GBT. At last I checked, everybody uses the terminology blitz. Blitzkrieg. Everybody uses the term blitzkrieg. And so I called it Blitzkrieg Week. You can't even say blitz means lightning. Krieg means war. Even and the NFL football team say blitzkrieg. Like, God, like, no, we never.
Oh, this is the worst one. I saw this one. Architecture. Wow. I'm delirious. I fucked up. But just listen to how this dumbass said.
He just liked the architecture. Smells and the bells. He loved the architecture. It was about the architecture.
Like, you're adding too much to the word for no fucking reason.
Like, yeah, no, like he loved the architecture. I think this may have been about more than the architecture.
Also, Candace wanted to create. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. The bitch started off as like, Candace is an ugly ass nigga. Like, Candace without makeup, that's an ugly ass nigga. Everyone knows Candace was like this bitch who was racially profiled and ended up on the news talking about how she was racially profiled. Then wanted to create this fucking brigade of information that allows you to find people's information, doxing them. And then somewhere in that, switched to conservative. Then worked for the Daily Wire, defended the Daily Wire from the evils of, what was his name? Steven Crowder, and then got fired and tweeted, "Oh, I'm finally free." They think Leon is being harsh, but this is how it is with Candace every time. This is what it is with everybody. I've learned that I gotta just stop holding people's hand with shit. I have to. Because no one's gonna get it, like just being nice. I gotta just be direct about it. I listen, fellas, listen. We talked about my good buddy. Let me tell you about my good buddy. I feel as though my good buddy is very fucking close to admitting how right I am about Candace. I told Moral a month ago the tide is turning on Candace. And the reason is because she's produced nothing. To the point where I'm be open about it. Nobody cares about finding out what happened to Charlie Kirk. They just want to be entertained. And Candace has done a great job entertaining people, but she's also set herself up to be criticized for not getting to the point. And you see, if you watch these recent episodes, she's slowly getting away from the topic of Charlie Kirk, and it's beginning to get noticed by the audience. And now more motherfuckers are saying, what the fuck, you wasting our time with this shit? When it should have happened when the bitch said she saw Charlie Kirk in a dream and tried to use that as evidence. But no, y'all kept it going. Now, these motherfuckers who've been diehard fans of Candace have somehow had to dance themselves into a pretzel about Charlie Kirk having superpowers. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for the proof that a French transgender is coming to kill her. So it's like, you know, slowly these things happen. But I tell you, bruh, I don't say shit to be right. I just say shit based off of what I have in front of me. A group of people just talking, and they not even talking good. And they're not even talking good. Never. They're never going to fucking make it out. And you know, that's their own fault. Also, just to prove my point again, because you know I always have to prove it. When you're online and you, whether it be through your mouth or through a TikTok audio, apply the pressure of a sniper with a terminal illness can't be a big ask out of 343 million. And while you're confident in doing that, remember, these motherfuckers will find where you live, and this will be your fate. Your big ass in handcuffs that look like they don't fit. They look like they hurt. They look like sweetheart is in a lot of fucking pain. And you know, there's a part of me that wants to feel bad, but then me feeling bad would go against how I've operated the whole time. Left, right, fat, skinny. You are liable for the shit you say and how motherfuckers will respond. You want to get online and say somebody got to kill this motherfucker. I hope a motherfucker kill that motherfucker. Don't be surprised when these motherfuckers see that shit and call for your job. Dumb bitch who bust out nigga to Somalians, she's fired. And motherfuckers be like, she shouldn't be fired for that. But they'll openly cheer on this bitch being fired. I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. I'm really feeling like being tired. She looked like Gibby. No, she looked like Guppy. I see more Guppy than I do Gibby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know about that Gibby. God, I'm old. I'm old. I'm telling you just how I feel. So wake up, the members of my nation. It's your time to be. It's a chance that you take one. Anytime you see it by the side of every situation. Wait. Students at Meadow Creek High School in Georgia stage a walkout. Reading proficiency 20%. Georgia average 40%. Math proficiency 20%. Georgia 39%. When you sit here and do this, and then we got to talk about that one state y'all care about so much, or that y'all did care about, Oklahoma, and how they're not good also. I think we need to have a stronger conversation about the country as a whole and its education process before we just stumble upon screaming out one fucking state and how dumb they are. But that is just me. That might as well just be me. Not gonna lie, I walk out of school, right? You know what's crazy? I really just left school. I dead ass just left school one fucking day, and I was just like, "Fuck it, bro. I ain't have nothing to really sink into." I just up and fucking left. And I couldn't really feel nothing else. Whoa. You want to? Hey. Guess the race. It's very impromptu. You were supposed to be a doctor, Leon. How could you just up and leave school? Like, I ain't gonna lie. What I said earlier. If you see me in the cockpit about to fly the plane, you might just say your prayer. If you see me walk into the fucking operating room with the mask on and the scalpel, you gonna die, and I'm selling your heart. But what did I say? Guess the race. 16-year-old threatened to shoot up a high school and got arrested in specifically pink Hello Kitty pajamas. Say it again. I can't say the name because it'll be a dead giveaway. 16-year-old threatened to shoot up high school, then got arrested in pink Hello Kitty pajama pants. Let's hear it one more time. 16 years old, threatened to shoot a high school. I don't think I added this part. In Florida. And then got arrested in pink Hello Kitty pajama pants. And if you guess black, how dare you? He was white.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and have a seat.
Imagine locking a motherfucker in a cage. I'm gonna fucking shoot this school, mom. Oh yeah? I got something for you. Go ahead and perp walk you real fast. Hey, let's go ahead and perp walk you real fast. I ain't gonna lie, don't send him to jail in them pink pants. That's gonna be his ass, literally. That is going to be his ass, literally. Oh, guess the race. Well, fuck, we ain't do it in a while, so fuck. Let's just run down the rabbit hole. 2 U.S. Army soldiers sentenced for child sex crimes on minors. I will not tell you the names. It is a dead giveaway. But I will tell you the charges. One guy, 15 years in federal prison for coercion and enticement of minors. The other, 20 years for production of child sex abuse material. Where? Doesn't show. Doesn't show. But if you guessed white, you were right. Hooray! Bald? Nope. They got hair, and they look like some individuals that are too sweet to deal with adults. I wonder if there's any more guessing of the race. Oh, you know what? Guess the race and guess the gender. Someone in Wisconsin has been arrested for raping their own child, committing incest, and capturing intimate images of said victim. I'm going to say it again. Someone in Wisconsin has been arrested for raping their own child, committing incest. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If you said white woman, you were wrong. It is a white man. Well, let's try it again. Let's see if y'all can get it right this time. 73-year-old in Ohio has been sentenced to just 10 to 15 years for raping a 6-year-old boy. 73 years old. Sentenced to 10 to 15 for a rape of a boy. Now this time, if you guessed white woman, you are still wrong. You are still wildly fucking wrong. Oh, well, oh, we got another. This one might be tricky. This one might be tricky. This one, let me get a little look here. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Fuck it. This person was arrested for grooming and repeatedly raping an 11-year-old girl, and apparently used candy, vape, and alcohol and fake guns to force the child. And all of this started when the evil was about 16 to 18 and the victim was just 11 to 12. And to make it even worse, the mother of the evil knew about it and told the victim to not tell anyone. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now, I hate to potentially end anybody's streaks, but if you picked white guy, you're still kind of right, even though this could be a fucking woman with a mustache. Your streak's over, free yourself. You've been picking white the whole time. It's over. You know what's crazy? In case nobody's peeped it, I'm on a fucking account that only fucking displays white people doing crime. And to bring it back to, oh well, I took the fucking tab off that had the video up. Hold on. I'll come back. I'll come back. To bring it back to this. Remember the fucking take about pregnancy and all that shit. Yeah, a pregnant 24-year-old woman tragically died by fucking a drunk driver. That's another risk. You know, you're pregnant and you going out. Oh, she wouldn't have died if she didn't go out. Yeah, you die. Guess who else dies? The fucking fetus in the womb. It's a lot of variables. There's a lot of fucking variables nobody thinks about. And y'all don't think about it because you motherfuckers are crazy. Right. Shit. All right, let's try this one. Let's see if y'all can get this one right. Shirtless Florida man sentenced for diving through Taco Bell window, robbing it with large rock. What the fuck did I just read? Wait a minute. Let me read that again. Shirtless Florida man sentenced for diving through a Taco Bell window, robbing it with a large rock. The fuck? You know what? Before we answer that one, yeah, I'll give you another one. Alaska man fatally shoots his 87-year-old granny, claims it was a mercy killing. Go ahead. Get. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you until the end of this fucking shit you're about to hear. The guy who killed his grandmother was white. The guy who robbed Taco Bell was black. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. What's going on here? It's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous. Hey, bro, you know black people love them some Taco Bell. Them fucking quesadillas. Ever since they took out the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos, it's been up with Taco Bell. The shit ain't never been the same. Shit really ain't ever gonna be the same until they bring back the Cool Ranch Doritos. Or Doritos Locos Tacos. Ah, fuck! Oh, man. I'm talking about bitch bend over and stand up on your toes and bitch bend over. Imagine fucking a bitch and telling her it's alright, just breathe through your nose. Oh, I'm fucking crying, dog. I'm actually stonewalling. It's fucking ridiculous, my guys. It's ridiculous. Is there nothing else? Do I have me? Oh my god. Niggas just want to, I'm saying, bruh. I'm saying, Vibe page. All right, so I'll address it. So look. The fucking thumbnail of the stream on YouTube, it's not my fucking fault, nor is it my fucking problem. I didn't make that shit. I didn't make any fucking money. I just see him and I think, oh, well, I think the YouTube side of it all will enjoy this fucking thumbnail. Why? Because it's fucking deranged. Huh. Oh. Listen. That guy's dead. And they're not even going to try to do anything of note. So let's all just read the ramblings of a mad black woman. They're going to try to pull that on black. And it's about to be all out war because black people are not going for none of this bullshit that they pull on these people. Simple as that. We got guns too. Well, the problem is, didn't y'all like see one black guy die and then decided to burn down a fucking Wendy's? And that's kind of like how that fucking year is remembered for you people. First of all, it don't matter if they do police. They don't got the right to put their foot in your door. If they just come to your house, that's just breaking in. You can shoot a motherfucker. He was trying to break in because he don't know to bring in a weapon. Listen, that's murder. Kill ICE is killing people. It's time to start killing back. Fuck it. Get the guns. The shooter is right there. At this point, when Trump announced that fucking Insurrection Act, don't be surprised when I'm laughing. Because honestly, I told y'all. While niggas are crying, calling me a bootlegger, I can't show y'all that. That's a dude getting shot by a fucking drone. Trying to disguise himself as a penguin. Like a guy disguised himself as a penguin. He was Russian trying to like infiltrate some Ukraine spy, and Ukraine blew that nigga to smithereens. Oh wait! What is this? What the fuck is Kevin on stage talking about? Please stick to your comedy stuff. You don't need to get involved in the mess of politics. We have in the U.S. Well, I'm gonna need y'all to quit this shut up and dribble shit. People are allowed to talk about it, whether if you agree with them or not. And really, people only say this shit when they hear a take they don't agree with.
I was talking about ICE killing American citizens. Somebody commented, stick to comedy, don't get involved in U.S. politics, just don't. As a black man in America, I can't afford to not get involved in U.S. politics. U.S. politics are deadly, especially for black people. But I'm going to stick to comedy. Here's a joke. Here's something I find funny. A lot of white people co-opted the term stay woke so
a lot of white people are dying.
quickly, they didn't listen to what it meant. Okay, black folks been telling each other to stay woke, to keep you safe, to be aware that the government will kill you and then blame you, that it'll be your fault. Before you have a chance to defend yourself, you'll be the victim and the villain. Then the villain. Okay, be aware what's happening. The system is designed to oppress and kill you. But y'all just wanted less black people and less gay stuff on TV and movies. So you didn't listen. Now you're finding out what stay woke means. Because we saw Alex Preddy get murdered for protecting a woman. And then, before they told the truth, listen to what the DHS commander's man said.
During this operation, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted.
We see the video. They didn't even know he had a gun until they flipped him over and beat the crap out of him and pistol whipped him. Then they took the gun off of him and shot him in the back 10 times. But they told you, the American people, that he walked up to them with a gun. Stay woke. You see how you didn't But when we told y'all about Philando Castile and Sandra Bland and Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin and the list goes on and on, all the way back to Emmett Till and generations before. We've known about this. Our parents passed it down to us so we don't die. I passed it down to my kids. Y'all finding out that the system will kill you. Stay woke.
I think the sick part is how much motherfuckers will sit here and try their hardest, and yet when it happens to them, it's always a fucking TV.
I was talking about ICE killing him.
I ain't asked you to play that shit again. Fuck you, Twitter. Why he speak like that? I'm pretty certain you all don't sound like normal humans either. So before you chastise another motherfucker for how they sound when they speak, remember, you sound like shit too. They got motherfuckers who sound like me, a grown-ass man, and then they got grown-ass men who sound like they fuck children. So? So? Welcome to the world. But I think, unless there's something else, I'm done. I don't have anything. Well, what is this? What is this? Oh, I know that guy. Not him. I know him. I made a video about this dumb motherfucker. Oh, let's see what this guy had to say.
And saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African, we thought they were illegal immigrants. And then they will detain you for days, sometimes weeks, so that they can have their way with you in the ICE detention center while they...
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Saying this and not... like, how am I supposed to read into ICE will kidnap you and have their way with you? Are you telling me that motherfuckers are being raped in these ICE detention centers? That'd be like something that needs to be investigated. I'll tell you that much.
Wrong message, even worse messenger. We do not ever need a white person in this country.
Yeah, we don't.
To tell us what is at stake when it comes to...
And I told you, motherfucker. I told y'all. I document this shit for y'all. The black people said, fuck it, bro. We tried. It didn't work. Take a break. And now motherfuckers want them to do all this dumb shit. And you want them to die? Because that's what they waiting on. The coffee man talk about anything? Bro, we are not watching. I'm not. I usually do that to punish y'all, but I would punish myself doing that.
To the government, police enforcement, and how
police... what? Let's get a little look, shall we? I love how we just gave up on the conservative Christian video. YouTube just got way worse. McDonald's goes back to ripping us off. Abandons affordability. I don't think I want... fuck it. Because I know he's done it. ICE just took out armed protester. Things are about to... I guess that says about to get worse. Walmart shelves empty. This is another thing. Because I keep seeing this from some people. This was the winter storm that y'all talking about? This is the winter storm that y'all talking about? Oh, y'all said that the winter storm was gonna be a big fucking deal. Ain't nothing really happening. Oh my god, there's the winter storm? There's the winter storm? Oh, it's not really going on. Y'all said that this is gonna be a big deal. Y'all said that this is going to be a big thing.
18 people are now reported dead as a powerful winter storm system is gripping the country. Emergency crews say most of the deaths are from hypothermia. More than 800,000 customers are without power across 10 states, and crews are working to clear up to 2 feet of snow off roads in parts of the Northeast. Now nearly 270 million Americans are under alert for dangerously cold temperatures. ABC's Lionel Moise has the latest.
The massive storm that stretched from New Mexico to New England, impacting nearly 200 million Americans, unleashing heavy snow and freezing rain. A private plane carrying 8 people crashing after takeoff from Bangor, Maine.
Aircraft upside down. We have a passenger aircraft upside down.
A security camera capturing the sound of the crash from 5 miles away. No confirmation overnight if there were survivors. Parts of New England seeing snowfall rates of up to 2 inches per hour, causing low visibility, though the exact cause of the plane crash remains unclear. More than 12,000 flights were canceled nationwide Sunday. Cancellations and delays will linger through this week.
I've been stuck.
Hey, so when y'all sitting there in the comfort of your home bragging about how you not dying of hypothermia, remember there are people dying of hypothermia. There are people dying because of the cold weather. And I know it's very fucking convenient that you've lucked out and not had to deal with. I'm included in that. I lucked out and I'm in an area that hasn't lost power. I've lucked out. That don't mean I'm about to start bragging about, oh, there ain't no fucking winter storm. It's been fucking freezing. And I've sat through it. Like, there's snow. And, like, I can't, like, move through that. Like, I almost slipped and bust my ass, like, walking through the snow last night. But I'm not about to get up here and be like, oh, well, this ain't shit. Bro, they got people without power. They got people with no ability to get anything in and out of their fucking house. Get in a semblance of humanity. Get a grip. Y'all niggas need to get a fucking grip. This shit ain't nothing to fuck with. And in some areas, motherfuckers are still going to school and work. And I ain't gonna lie, if I had a kid and we was snowed in, and that little motherfucker look at me like, Dad, they said school's open. No, the fuck it ain't. Not today. Because I don't know how you gonna get there, little buddy. And I don't know how I'm gonna get back home. So if I don't know how to get back home, how the fuck I'm gonna get back and then come get you? We gonna be some 2 freezing motherfuckers. But we gonna be 2 freezing motherfuckers together. It's like, I get it, bro. Y'all get on, y'all listen to the news and they tell y'all what's coming. But you know the great thing about the weather is that it'll change. You know how many times I was worried a fucking hurricane was about to go through and they was hyping it up like it's this big thing. It ended up just being like mildly heavy rain. Like, thank God. Because what the fuck you mean? Like a potential category 4 about to come barreling through Florida at the time I'm living in Florida. The fuck? Of course I'm about to be concerned. Of course I'm about to try to lock down a fucking apartment. That way no flooding gets in. And did flooding get in? No. But fuck. Was it as bad once it reached where I was? No. But that don't mean I wasn't going to be worried and prepared. And listen, bro, I'm a hurricane baby. So when it come to disasters or potential disasters, I got to be ready. I got to be ready to fucking pack up. I got to be ready to hold some shit down. I got to be ready for a lot. Because if I ain't, well, guess whose ass that is? Mine. Let me tell you what my mama did me. You prepared for that winter storm? Nigga, you know me. You know who I am. If I can fucking, the one thing I'm not certain I could fucking make it through is an earthquake. And I have never experienced that. And I hope I don't. But fuck. Give me like a tornado or like a hurricane or a winter storm. I'll be ready. What was we doing? What was we doing before this? What distracted me? How we got over here? How we got over here? How we did this? Fuck that. How do we get over here? How do we get here? I don't know. I don't know how we got here. What was we do? Well, this. Walmart oh, it's because of this. It's because like the Walmart shelves empty, panic buyers clear out stores. Guess what? They worry. And you know what's crazy? You went to the store, got you some groceries. Now you got groceries for at least the rest of the month, depending on what you bought. But we were going to sit here and watch the courting, but I have to take the meanest shiesty shit. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to go fall asleep. All of you, enjoy your Mondays. Be safe. Remain as warm as you can be. And I shall see you in the next one. Get out.